Capricorn. Hi. Oh man, July is such an interesting month for Capricorn energy, I have to say, because we spend most of the month in Cancer, which is your opposite sign. Beautiful opposite sign. You have symbiotic energy with Cancer in many ways. The earth and the water always flow. And this is a relational month where you look in and you check in with how you relate to the external world. And then it goes right into Leo season, which is your 8th house of transformation. Now, you guys already have Pluto, who has been with you for many years. It's going to be with you for a while longer. So you've already been really working with transformation energy just consistently across the board for a while now. And then that's why we keep getting tower cards for you. And that's why we keep getting this like tumult. And so the note that came up for me when I was thinking about Capricorn and I was thinking about what July is bringing with it, what I was thinking about was you guys you want to notice this month. I'm going to start shuffling here. You want to notice this month where you want to criticize how you handled your path, where you want to criticize what you were doing, how you were doing it, if it was enough, if it was good enough. Maybe you messed up. Maybe you feel like, maybe you perceive it as a mess up, right? This month is going to be one of the ways that you can move forward in this life and in this expression. Energetic expression is to give yourself credit for all you've done. Seems so simple, I know. But you guys are highly self-critical. You want to do the best. You want to be the best. You want to know you did it thoroughly. And that has sometimes the side effect of being extremely critical, of favoring this idea of there being a scorekeeper somewhere in the universe who's got a clipboard and is looking at how you handle certain situations and is giving you points or deducting points based on how you handled it. This month, it's going to be really tempting to look back over the last 6 months, the first half of this year, and be like, could have done this better, could have done this better, could have done this faster. But your goal here this month is to slow down and give yourself the credit. Give yourself the credit. Partially I say that there's some interesting things going on. You have this water trine going on with the Sun in Cancer, Neptune in Pisces, and Jupiter in Scorpio. And Jupiter is going to be going direct in Scorpio this month on the 10th, which will be really nice. That'll reopen up that 11th house, the more sociable side of yourself, where it's been kind of about the healing and the going internal. We have a new moon in Cancer on the 13th, which is your opposite sign, and this is a partial solar eclipse. Most of us in the world will not see any evidence of this, but the energy will be there. Partial solar eclipse in your opposite sign of Cancer. You're going to be assessing. Like I said, there's a pause moment here with eclipses. They restart things. They release things. They set things in motion. And one thing I'm saying for the Cancer Capricorn family out there is we have had the north and the south node of the moon. We've had the north moon node in Leo, and we've had the south node in Aquarius. Well, this fall, those nodes are going to be switching into your signs. So it's going to be the north node in Cancer and the south node in Capricorn. So Capricorn, you've been having some heavy homework assignments, and we've been talking about this, right? In the long term, in the bigger process, you are having these bigger lessons. You being the south node of the moon is asking you to kind of look at some of your thinking habits and the way you're doing things in the world and where you're where you're pushing yourself or feeling that struggle is the only way. We aren't there yet, but this first eclipse is a preview of what will be going on with you all in your energies when we start having the eclipses in your signs, because we will. We will start to be having all the solar and lunar eclipses in Cancer and Capricorn starting at the end of this year and going into next year. So we're getting a preview of that. And then, of course, we have Leo season brings with it this transformative energy again. We have Venus entering Virgo on the 14th, a little bit before Leo season, which is great for you. That's ninth house expansive energy. And then we also have a Mercury retrograde going on in Leo. Once again, your 8th house of transformation Mercury retrogrades are a great time to integrate where you've transformed. And that's why I'm saying give yourself the credit as we get to the end of this month. There was a full moon in Aquarius as well, and that is in your second house, the things around you. And that is a total lunar eclipse that will be seen in the southern hemisphere. Really powerful energy, and that is affecting the things around you. And there's where you're going to be getting the jump starts to start making changes. Now, the cards that came out here, you guys, are fantastic. I'm really happy to see that Capricorn, you guys are having a lot of manifestation, a lot of success, and a lot of forward motion. And, you know, it is deeply connected to how you're thinking about yourselves. But I have to say, there's something really magical going on here. First 4 cards you're going to look at the first half of the month as we lead into the Cancer new moon. Couldn't get better than this. Magician, Sun, Page of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. All right. I'm loving this. To see this for Capricorn is fantastic. Because what I see here with you is, as much as you have all this transformative energy tapping on your window, trying to get your attention, you are utilizing that energy to its best effect. I actually think that you've finally kind of stabilized into what that Pluto in your sign is doing. I think also Uranus and Taurus for you is a really fantastic thing. I think it's shaking things up in a way that's really working for you, and I think you're going to be really enjoying it. But Master Manifestor, first card out. Man, that's just really powerful. I've been thinking about the word abracadabra, right? It's what I speak becomes reality. That's a really bad translation. But that whole idea, right? We have Mercury going retrograde in your 8th house. We have Mars retrograde communicating a lot with other planets. We have these communicative, action-focused energies taking a step back near the end of the month. And we have these eclipses going on. And that's all really powerful energy. And when you're in energy like that, where it's very much in flux and it's all about the transformation, what you speak matters. And that's why, you know, the note that came out for me, for you guys this month at the beginning was, give yourself credit. Make sure you give yourself credit for the process leading up to now, instead of giving yourself grief for it, not doing things quickly enough, not having the answers you needed. All of that, that's all conceptual, right? What I'm seeing here is this month is really important for you to be very careful with how you're thinking and speaking. Because if you play your cards right, so to speak, with that magician energy being your dominant energy this month, you got a lot of abundance coming your way. There's a lot of playfulness here. Yes, at the end we have the nose to the grindstone. You guys love this. I know you do. Here's the thing though. The 8 of Pentacles is modified by this fiery, playful, festive energy that is met with Magician. The things that come into your life that have integrity and the potential to last for a long time come from a place of playfulness. You know, you're not going to want to keep doing the same job forever and ever if it's something that you just feel is about turning the wheel. Capricorns, I know you guys a little bit. And yes, you are hard workers. Yes, you are focused. Yes, you are dedicated. But you know what? I know how much fun you guys like to have. I know how much you like to laugh and play and enjoy life and be fully in it. And sometimes I just think you suppress it a little bit. You suppress this joyful side of yourself in order to push forward. And one of the big things with the July energy I'm noticing is that is one way to get things done. It is. It's one way. You can just press forward. You can get your calendar set and you can just keep showing up relentlessly. But that is the harder way. You have the potential to welcome in this joyful experience. Like this for me is spending time with people you love, romance, fun, playfulness, creativity, the chance to travel or do something really entertaining, the chance to take a load off a little bit wherever you can. I'm seeing that come in for you, an infusion of warmth in a time when I think you need it. I think you need this friendship. I think you need these people around you that stoke that side of that playful, fun side of yourselves that you have and that is so powerful and so fantastic. It's getting magnified here. And you have to trust that a little bit. If you value how you're thinking and how you're speaking and you take this time to have all this fun, have this infusion, I mean, that Page of Wands suggests to me there's some kind of opportunity here. Romance, love, travel, movement. A lot of movement here. A lot of forward progress. If you focus on this energy first this month, the work and the money lines up. With ease, with joy. It'll be much easier to wake up and get the work done that you want to get done. I know you have projects that you want to get done. I know you have dreams that you want to start enacting. I know you have goals and you can see them and you can feel them. I know that. And I know that you are hungry for them. I know you're hungry to have them now. But everything that this first half of this month is telling me is that first, enjoy being here with yourselves. Then the actions that you need to take are there. Then you get met with the people you need to meet, the lover you need to meet, the energy you need to meet. And that is the easier way. That is the magician way. The magician knows how to use language and words and the way we think and create to manifest. This to him is unconscionable on so many levels. But the great thing about this is that it's lining up. Give yourself the rest you need. Give yourself some fun. The work is there. Once we get through this new moon, this little eclipse we're going to be having, it's a bit of a recharge. It's a bit of a recharge. And in that energy, one thing I'm noticing is there's a little bit of resistance here. I'll show you the next 4 cards. 5 of Swords, which came up in Cancer's reading as well. You guys are linked. 9 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles, the Chariot. So, these 2 cards right here, it's like you can't, when I see these, what I'm seeing is a lack of trust in all this abundance that's around you right now. Maybe it's because you've had the Tower with you so much in the last year or 2. Maybe it's because, you're wary of yourself and the choices you've made. You're wary of the process. You're wary of where it's taking you. You don't know. Maybe that's it. It's going to be tempting to go here. I see a lot of you not trusting somebody. And I said a very similar thing to Cancer, actually. I was saying they're not trusting people around them. They're not trusting the manifestations. I always think about this because, and I like I said, you and Cancer are really linked this month, which you always are. Opposites always are linked. And of course, this is Cancer season, so it's even more highlighted. When you get a manifestation, especially after times where there's been hardship or a lot of loss or a lot of letting go over and over again, and then you start to get this infusion of warmth and light and success, which I'm seeing at the base of this reading, beginning of this month. So a lot of times the first reaction after a time of like scarcity is to put your armor on and challenge the manifestation to keep showing up. Oh, you showed up once? Why don't you show up again? And then we'll talk. And then show up again, then show up again, right? It gets you wary. It gets you don't totally trust the process. Maybe somebody does come up. Maybe you find out that somebody isn't connecting with you in the way you thought. Maybe you find out there are some more aspects to it. However, this is much more about your mental process and being a little bit more trustful of it. Take a step back and rest if you're feeling frazzled and you're feeling like this wounded warrior who can't trust because of past experiences. Rather than acting on that, what I would really truly suggest is to slow down, step back, take a breath, because the end of this month is about abundance and opportunity and the opening, the flow. See a lot of you meeting up with people who get your shared vision. 3 of Pentacles is shared vision energy. How can you share a vision with others if you're not trusting? You're only going to be able to get a couple steps into that shared vision with this energy. And then you're going to get stifled and stopped. You know, this isn't fun. This isn't playful energy. And I do feel you guys need that playful energy. Maybe, and the other thing that I'm seeing with this is a lot of burnout. This is a lot of exhaustion. So for those of you who are pushing, despite the call to have fun, despite the call to play a little bit, play with ideas, play with people, let the love in, let the conversations happen without getting, you know, you're not going to get the whole storyline for the next 5 years this month. You're not going to be able to have your checklist and your calendar filled out this month. So stop trying to make that be the thing that will make it okay for you to trust it. You've got to really be in the moment this month, Cappies. And the more you're in the moment, the more this shared vision is going to come in. Now, Chariot is a committed relationship. And with the shared vision energy here, we are looking at something that is all about putting your foot on a new path. Really, really committing to something new. I think the door for that commitment is everywhere for you this month. The door is going to keep popping up. If you were thinking about walking down a hallway, this door will you keep walking, it'll pop up again and pop up again. And, you know, it's up to you when you feel confident enough to open that door and step into it. It doesn't have to be this month. But it's calling to you to step in there. And the key with it, I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this, the key with stepping into that doorway is you have to trust that the next step and the next step and the next step will become apparent once you're in there. Because you're only going to get a certain number of steps, preview of it before you step in. Of course, like I said when we started at the beginning of this month, take the first half of this month before the eclipse to be very specific about what you want, because by the end of the month, a lot of those elements are going to already start being manifested. A lot of the first steps in that manifestation are going to start to appear. And yes, it's not going to be the first 20 steps, it's going to be the first couple of steps. And you're going to be asked to step on that. So being specific about what you ask for at the beginning of the month will pay off big time at the end of the month. And it does require trust. And a sense of fun. I'm going to pull a last card from my Cosmic Tarot to close out this month. This is a powerful one. It's funny. I'm cracking up over here with you Cappies because, Princess of Swords popped out. No nonsense. What was I saying about being careful with your words? That, for some reason, keeps coming up. Be careful with your words this month. Don't cut people unnecessarily. Don't step on toes unless you really need to. Take a breath. Slow down. Don't push. Also, though, use this sword wisely. With the Magician and with the Princess of Swords here being the beginning and the end of this reading. The way we speak of ourselves and others The way we construct story matters. It will reflect back at you every time. So you want to be impeccable with your word. One of the 4 agreements, if you've never read that book, great book to read for Cappies this month. The 4 agreements, fantastic, really enjoyable read, so practical, something you can really apply immediately. And one of the rules is be impeccable with your word. And for some reason, that is important here. And I think it's because you have a lot of opportunities all around you. And if you kind of rely on your wary state, you could kind of hold yourself back from some opportunities. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. It's exciting, you guys. It's really exciting. You have so much positive energy here. I mean, it's all like manifestation, manifestation, manifestation. That's double-edged sword. Speaking of swords, it's a double-edged sword, right? You can manifest one way or another when you have that much creative energy with you. So it's always good to just like check in, take that breath when you can. Just check in. Where is your headspace going, right? I'm sitting here with Jill's beautiful painting. She's doing prints. This Cancer print is just amazing. So I will leave her website below, so go check her out. And then, of course, follow me on Instagram. I love you guys over there. I'm trying to do more energy updates and things like that in my stories so that you guys can connect with what's going on the day-to-day. I know that's sometimes helpful, so go check me out there at the Sarah Tarot. I'm going to be traveling in August. July is a little crazy. August is travel. I will be doing some recorded readings, so email me. I will leave that in the description box as well as my website. I'm also booking sessions in September, live Skype sessions, and I would love to work with you guys, work with what this energy is bringing you, get you prepped up for this south node of the moon in Capricorn coming up. We can do all of that. I am sending you guys so much love. I love my Capricorn team. You guys crack me up. You're hilarious. You're fun to work with. I enjoy your energy so much. And I will see you guys for all the adventure coming up. I love you so much.